Hello Aries, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name is Wendy Wing. And welcome viewers from other formats. Maybe you've followed me here on YouTube from TikTok or Instagram. So welcome in. I'm glad that you found me. So this is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cross watchers are welcome. Let's tune into the most important messages that you need to know this week for Aries. The most guidance that you can receive. All right, I'm just tuning in here. All right, Aries, in the past, we have justice in reverse. Something so unfair. This was coming in before your reading. It's like you were so stuck in a system and a way of being for so long that was unfair. And it feels like you're not allowed to talk about it. You're not allowed to even really recognize and see that there's injustice. Feels like whenever you try to point out the injustice, you're the problem. So there's some crazy making here, gaslighting. So, but it feels like when you're in it, it's very confusing, and it's meant to be very confusing and hard to leave. It looks like you wanted a new beginning. You wanted something new, something different, but you were very enmeshed. And there's a lot of love for this person. I'm seeing that you kind of created a fantasy version of this person, looking at their potential of what could be. And it feels like that is one of the aspects that kept you in this relationship. When you had enough, they knew how to pull you back in. It looks like you really had to transform yourself and be willing to see the lies. This isn't the truth. And all the lies that you told yourself to stay in this relationship, to project an image of success when behind the scenes you are actually with someone very immature, emotionally immature, refuses to grow. As a Wendy, I'm feeling like this is a Peter Pan type of energy. Just wants to be the hero, just wants to rush in, and have fun, but there's just a lack of depth that this person has, and they don't want to grow up. So, all right, Aries, moving on to the energy in present time is the Nine of Cups. Soul satisfaction, happiness. So the difference here is it feels like in the past you were very concerned with making this person happy. It feels like part of an unconscious agreement. If I can make this person happy and satisfied, then I will finally get some scraps, some table scraps of care. And maybe I'll get a sliver of my needs met. This person knows what your wounds are and how to withhold. Yeah, this is a very manipulative person. Wow. So, but now the difference is that you are focusing on yourself. Despite those nagging leftover beliefs from your past that's being selfish. If that's so, then everybody around you is selfish, but they're depending on you to put them first. ooh, I can feel some resentment and frustration. And that's okay to have those feelings. Those are valid feelings. All right, so you are in a period of time where you're doing rather well. There's a lot of happiness. It feels like feels like your happiness is because you've let go of some people from your past. You might have gone no contact. Realizing this isn't love, that's not love. You can call it love, but I do not receive it that way. I receive it as a lack of love. I receive it as cruelty. And so I'm trusting my judgment because I'm the one experiencing this. And so it feels like you're standing up and you're saying, how I'm feeling is how I'm feeling. How I'm perceiving this is how I'm perceiving this. Stop trying to tell me how I should be perceiving things and that I'm perceiving things incorrectly or I'm feeling things wrong. It feels like you're taking back. I'm allowed to perceive things the way I perceive things. I'm allowed to feel the way I feel. You don't want to fight. You don't want to. It feels like actually that you're finally finding some peace. Without this energy around you constantly causing confusion, constantly putting the blame on you, constantly redirect. It's not everything you say is about them. They say that's you. They just refuse to grow. They refuse to change. They feel very immature and in their ego. They feel like they're working through elementary school, so they're very there's an arrested development here. Instead, they want to control their environment, and it looks like they didn't get their needs met as a child. That they didn't get the nurturing and the love and the care, and so every relationship as an adult has been going back into these unmet needs and needing the person they're in relationship with to be their mommy, to love them, to pour over loving feelings. They're never wrong. They're always right. And so they're trying to rewrite their wounded childhood, not by going within and healing those wounds and healing themselves, but they need everyone in their environment to see them in a certain light. And if there is someone who's got that emperor's new clothes type of sight, like the little boy who saw that the emperor was naked, it feels like you have that ability, and they just get like pounded out of you mentally, emotionally, and some of you maybe even physically intimidated you away from your own perspective. Jeez. And I don't think anybody really realizes what you've been through. It would take, you could fill novels. And I'm sorry that you had to go through that. It feels like you, as a soul, chose to go through this so you could gain wisdom, gain insight. You didn't just do it for naught. You really wanted to transform yourself. A lot of you are grieving right now. Grieving the connection, even if everything that I just said is true, you're still grieving this connection and this person, and I want to let you know that that is natural. That doesn't mean that something's wrong with you. That doesn't mean that you're messed up or anything like that. Part of this is, it's very complex. And part of the connection is, let's see, it's addictive. It's very addictive. You constantly spent so much of your mental and emotional time constantly trying to fix this relationship, fix. I need to fix this. I need to fix myself so I can be happy in this relationship. I need to fix. So you're constantly focused on whatever that repair, fix, heal this connection, and in hopes to get just a little bit of an approval from this person, a little bit of good job, which got less and less, just like training a rat to push a lever, or even in casinos, the staggered payout, just it keeps you addicted to pushing that lever. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you can Google rats pushing lever. It's how to train. They'll push it. They'll just keep working and working. At first it's every time they hit the button, they get a payout. And that's what the beginning of this relationship. I put in, I get out. This is great. I love this. And then it starts being every 2 times. Wait a minute. You're not giving back. You're not. So you push it twice. Oh, okay, there we go. And then they can create with a withholding of affection until you push the lever 5 times, 6. So they don't have to put any effort in until you are putting the maximum amount of effort into this relationship, into changing, and it's an addiction. Wow, this is such a specific message. So, okay, I'm also getting that in the past it looks like this person was unapologetic, but let's see, it looks like they might be going through some grief right now. Let's see if that's true. Is this ex or this person that Aries is connected with or was connected? Oh, they're still in that addictive energy. Strong. Very addictive. They're not doing well. They're feeling insecure and unstable. I think they didn't realize that it's a codependent, addictive relationship. And without you, who's constantly feeding them energy? It doesn't feel like it's you anymore. Yeah, you're recognizing that's not love. That's not love. Yeah. Wow. Let's move on. All right, Aries, what's hidden? Boy, what's hidden? We've got the 5 of Cups in reverse. We have it upright in present energy. Someone coming out of a healing, coming out of grief, coming out of loss. Yeah, okay, so it looks like you're ending a very painful cycle with the 10 of Swords in reverse, coming out of a very... again, this is just a quick reading. I feel like who I'm tuning into here, this has been complex and lifelong, really. Very painful, trying to understand. So you're healing timelines that will never be. You're letting go of the you that will never be because you went through these lessons. Feels like you're figuring out how to heal those wounds, heal and let go of the woundedness. Okay, what are these? These are, feels like someone's making some comments about you to just, it feels like off the cuff. but it feels like there's a lack of judgment in how they're... I'm not liking this communication. It feels it feels like there's nothing you can really do with it. It feels like they're just projecting, and they're wanting to poo-poo you. I don't know what this is other than that. Like someone's a little in their feels, a little jealous maybe of where you are on your healing path, and they want to take you down a couple notches and keep you like stuck. Throw some doubt in the way. Jeez. Yeah, they're being a bit of a bully. They're wanting to I don't think this person even quite recognizes that they're doing this. They're just in a really kind of crappy space. It doesn't excuse it. You can feel about this any way you want to. Wow. It feels like it's not just this person. It feels like there are people coming in, and this is hidden, and they want to... They want to tell you lies, and they want you to gobble it up. And I feel like in the past you might have been more susceptible to other people's opinions of you, what other people think. But current energy, you're focusing on you. You're letting go. You're realizing toxic patterns. I don't feel like I'm telling you, like warning you of these people who want to get you off your healing track. It feels like you'll recognize them a mile away. It doesn't even matter who they are. It's a similar energy of this in the past. And I feel like you don't even really want to listen. You're kind of like, oh, I see you. This is about you. You're trying to project some of your stuff onto me. I feel like you know too much now, Aries. So way to go. The possible outcome, we have 6 of Pentacles. Looks like a lot of abundance coming your way, a lot of blessings. Feels like the universe is blessing you. So you've got this happiness going on in current energy, and it does feel related to financial stability, security. Yeah, you're stepping into a leadership role. It feels like you've been, of course, Emperor, Aries energy. You've been hiding your leadership qualities or not stepping into them. And so by being in a codependent relationship, by giving your power away to someone else, you couldn't really fully embody making and holding yourself accountable for your decisions, leadership. So it looks like you going through all of this to really embody your alignment, make choices for you, be your own leader, is really having a benefit. Something's out of balance. Oh, interesting. So we've got the Emperor, Temperance in reverse, and then the Empress. So you might be balancing out your masculine and feminine energies, bringing your masculine and feminine energies together, knowing how to utilize both to the greatest benefit. It looks like you've been through a lot. That's how you get to Emperor and Empress status, something's out of balance in regards to work. There's an opportunity missed because you don't want to work with someone who is emotionally, I heard repugnant, emotionally manipulative. This feels like, and very sad. They don't know how to put themselves first. It feels like you're saying no to a business opportunity because it feels like they're desperate. They're in their emotions. They're in overwhelm. They're not happy. And so it feels like they're in that desperation. They want to work with you. I follow your intuition on this, but it looks like you're not taking this opportunity, and it's not about this person being good or quote bad. It's about the timing and where their energy is. I'm not saying this person is bad or anything like that, but where they are emotionally, it feels like an anchor. Okay, anything more on this Emperor Empress imbalance? What does Aries need to know? Yeah. It looks like you are very clear, head over heart right now, making decisions, and there's something about some bad advice. That's as close as I can get. This is a general reading. There's a lot of you out of there. So, all right, Aries, that's your reading. I hope this was helpful. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And I love reading comments. I appreciate you guys so much. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for you. You were absolutely so amazing to read for, and I'm just so grateful to have this space to connect. So have a great week, Aries. Bye.